Techno update. Subscribe now.
ZTE Blade V8 Pro Review. Design. The look of the Blade V8 Pro is kind of a tale of two phones. Up front, you get a big, 5.5-inch screen surrounded by a glossy black bezel and a nearly flush home button with a built-in fingerprint sensor that is flanked by capacitive touch menu buttons on either side. It's a pretty slick facade, right up until you flip the phone over. As expected of a 2017 smartphone, there's a USB Type-C port on the bottom of the Blade. However, there's also an old-school 3.5mm headphone jack on top. And if you need extra storage, the Blade's dual SIM card tray has one slot that also doubles as a microSD card reader, capable of adding up to 128GB of storage. Size-wise, the Blade V8 Pro's dimensions, 6.14 by 3.03 by 0.36 inches and 6.53 ounces, fall right in line with those of other 5.5-inch phones. The Honor 6X is a tiny bit smaller and lighter, at 5.94 by 3 by 0.32 inches and 5.71 ounces. Display. Even though it's not an OLED display, the Blade V8 Pro's 5.5-inch, Full HD screen sports solid brightness, vivid colors and better contrast than you'd expect on a phone in this price range. It lets ZTE's lineup of curated wallpapers sparkle while also making the bright neon lighting in the trailer for John Wick 2 really pop. Cameras. In the Blade V8 Pro's case, ZTE uses an 8-megapixel camera in front, which delivers solid selfies and two 13MP shooters in back. ZTE's camera menus do a really good job of highlighting the dual camera functions by adding an option for dual next to the standard photo and video settings on Camera Apps mode dial. This immediately calls attention to the camera's extra functionality. When you touch the button, you can select from one of three options: bokeh, monocolor, and monochrome. Performance. Packing a 2 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 CPU, 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage, the Blade V8 Pro's overall performance compares well to that of its peers, while also demonstrating how Qualcomm still has a small lead in graphics performance for mid-range and budget processors. You needn't worry that your phone will bog down while you're playing a game. Good news for mobile game junkies like me who want lag-free effects in more demanding games like Star Wars Force Arena and Asphalt 8. Software. The Blade V8 Pro comes with Android 6.0 out of the box, which is about 6 months behind the most up-to-date version of Google's mobile OS. The Honor 6X also ships with this older version of Android. Still, ZTE's implementation is pretty close to stock and doesn't come with a lot of bloat. Battery life. The Blade V8 Pro's battery life far surpasses the current smartphone average and the longevity of its closest competitors. The phone latest a very impressive 12 hours and 8 minutes on the Tom's Guide battery test, which involves continuous web surfing over AT&T's 4G LTE network. Its peers paled in comparison, including the Honor 6X, 956, and the Moto G4 Plus, 916.